most people, not all, but most people are raised in a family where different things are modeled. I grew up in a family where my father was seriously addicted to alcohol, and he modeled inappropriate behavior at home in front of his kids daily. I don't think there was a day in my childhood where he wasn't either drunk or hungover. Interesting. So, in that context, it's hard for someone to figure out what's acceptable and what isn't and how to define it. In Al-Anon, we get some clear reminders and examples of what is acceptable behavior and what is unacceptable behavior. And then there's this category of just frustrating behaviors that are pretty common among other people with different values and different temperaments that we all have to figure out how to navigate. So there's not accepting what is unacceptable, recognizing what's unacceptable, and then there's navigating life with people we love who are different from us. Here we go. February 20th. One of the first things I heard in Al-Anon was that we didn't have to accept unacceptable behavior. This idea helped me to see that I need not tolerate violence or abuse, and that I had choices I hadn't even recognized before. I set some limits, not to control others, but to offer myself guidelines so that I would know what was and was not acceptable and what to do about it. A few years later, I was congratulating myself on how I no longer had such problems, when I suddenly realized that there was still one person from whom I regularly accepted unacceptable behavior. Me. I was continually berating myself, blaming myself when things went wrong. I never gave myself credit for my efforts. I told myself I was homely, thoughtless, lazy, stupid. I would never say those things to a friend. And I realized that until I started treating myself like a valued friend, I would be standing in the way of my own recovery. Today's reminder: I have been affected by the disease of attitudes. When I treat myself with love and approval, I know that I am recovering. And the quote says, "Let one therefore keep in mind the mind pure, for what a man thinks, that he becomes." I find myself when we're in a meeting, reminding the members of the group, it is so important to be patient and kind and loving, particularly with our words and particularly to ourselves. So I would like to say that to you. Please, please be kindest of all to yourself. Be sweet in the things you say to yourself inside of your own head. Please, please be kind to you.